Welcome to Move with Molly. Today we have a 60-minute hour of power, strength training, cardio, and Pilates workout. So let's get moving. Take your arms out wide and let's reach side to side. So we've got a couple minutes to warm everything up here. And then we'll get to the good stuff. I know that's what you're here for. Let's take a twist, looking over each shoulder behind, wringing out your core. Return to center and let's take our heels to our glutes, side to side. Really kick back. Can you go a little deeper with each one? Nice work. Let's take side lunges, so flowing side to side. Enjoying a nice stretch through our hips. Exhaling down into it, and let's add the arm on this one, finding length through your side body. Really reach. Core is engaged here already. Other side. So beautiful. Nice job. Let's take the arms behind if that's there for you. Reaching, interlacing the fingers, opening the front body, and flowing forward, drawing your navel to spine and opening up. Let's flow through this. Really exaggerate the movement. Legs are super strong and engaged. Let's add a squat as we reach forward and we lift up and open the chest. We're starting to be nice and warmed up. We're really gonna add the fire here. I know you're ready for it. Hour of power. Push through the heels. Let's hold down in this squat. Nice and low. Little tuck of the tailbone. We're ready to move. Pulse it out. Little pulses down low, little breaths. You've got it. Nice job. Okay, let's grab those weights. We're gonna stay standing and fire up this workout. We're gonna start with a squat down through the center and a punch on the other side. And squat and alternating sides with that strong punch. Get nice and low, nice and deep in your squat. Push through the heels, strong arms, little twist. Let's go. Inhale down, exhale, push. Nice job. Let's triple it up. Down for 3, 2, 1, and punch. Stay low in your squat. So strong. Great job. Let's get ready for calf raises. Bringing your heels under your hips. The arms are gonna stay down by our side as we start. We're gonna lift up through the toes and back down and add on the bicep curl here in a moment. Really squeeze on your tippy toes here. And let's add that curl. Palms face up. As you lift the heels, we curl the arms, squeeze the biceps, and breathe. You've got it. Can you lift a little higher of those heels? Lift them up, squeeze the calves. Nearly there now. That's it. Well done. All right, coming to a side on your mat. We're gonna take a little squat, hinge over the hips, and we're gonna kick back the arms as we step each leg back, alternating sides. Squeeze the back of the arms. And as we get really warmed up here, you may be able to step back a little bit further and sink back a little bit lower in your squat. Go at your own pace. You can be slower or faster than me. Well done. We're gonna stay where we are on the mat for some deadlifts. So the weights come down to the toes as low as you can. Little soft bend in the knees, down and up. Really working the back here and the backs of the legs, but engage the core each time you hinge over. Inhale down, exhale, push through the heels up. Great job. We're gonna take our legs a little bit wider in a squat this time, arms out in front, and we're gonna row. So squeeze those elbows, shoot them behind your back. Keep your core tight, pull, release. Great job. Let's come down to just one weight. So we have one weight for one hand. We're gonna reach in a side lunge to the toes and step back. As you get going, you may feel a little stronger and be able to go a little wider in your side lunge, or maybe a little lower. Let's add the arms, so side lunge down and lift and raise at the top. That's it, nice job, strength training, yes we are. Time for the other side. Setting it up first, down, touch, and up, and we'll add the arm raise after a few repetitions here. Here we go. Down, and now we're lifting up at the top. So good. We're getting that cardio in too right now. Great job. Let's go ahead and grab our other weight. We're going to take our legs nice and wide, and we're going to take one weight in front and the other behind at an angle. We're going to lean back and forward. This is a really fun one. So good to strengthen the back. Also getting the abs here. Just go as deep and as low as you can. Little exhales. Great job. Shake that out and set up the other side. Back and forward. You're doing so well. We're going to get it all done. Great job. All right, it's time to come down to the mat. We just did a lot of strength training and a little cardio. Time for some Pilates moves. So on your back, slowly and carefully, and we're gonna take our legs into tabletop position to start. Make sure your low back is imprinted. And we're gonna go side to side. So as you come to one side, arms are out like airplane wings. You're gonna split the legs as you lower as low as you can go. Exhale through the center and switch to the other side. This is a beautiful spine stretch, but a lot of work for the core. We're really gonna start focusing on the abdominals here. Last one. Great job. Let's keep our legs in tabletop. We're gonna hover 1 foot at a time toward the mat and bring it back up, keeping your imprint. Low back push down in your mat. Abs are nice and flat. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze up. Adding on, we're gonna take a straight leg down, up, down, and back to tabletop. Down, up, down, tabletop. Keeping that imprint. Really feeling the lower abs here. Hug it in. Great job. Keeping the legs in tabletop position, arms reach to the ceiling. We're gonna come up to a seated V as controlled as we can. It's okay if you need to use your hands. It's okay if you're a little shaky. Hold it here. Slowly come on out. Let's repeat. Take an inhale. On your exhale, up. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rolling out with as much control as you can. You've got it. Super intentional here. Let's add the arm flow. We're gonna hold in the seated V, raise the arms up to our ears and back down in front. Keeping your navel drawn to your spine. Core is super tight here. We're gonna pause with the arms and go in and out with the legs. We're not here long. Go as low as you can go. Great job. Let's take a butterfly. Hold this position. Breathe and stretch. Coming over onto one side, we're going to work in an isolated tricep push-up. Your top arm comes down and your bottom arm holds onto your tricep as you bend at the elbow, lower, exhale, squeeze, push through the tricep to lift. It doesn't take many of these to really start to feel it. If this is too much, simply lower your range of motion, don't go as low, or take a break whenever you need it. Bend at the elbow, push back up. Great job. Already done with that side. Let's get the other side. So top arm comes down, bottom arm holds on to the tricep you're working, bend at the elbow, lower your upper body down, and squeeze back up. Amazing job, stick with it. We're almost to our first water break. You did it. Grabbing one weight for this next exercise, we're going to use it for one hand as we roll onto our backs. We're going to extend one arm long overhead and one leg as we reach fingers to toes, crunching up, crossing the midline. Low back pushes down, really squeeze upper and lower abdominals here. How high can you get? Can you reach your toes? Inhale, return. Exhale, lift. Point the toes, find length. Nearly there. Great job. Take a breath through center and replace that side. Arm out long, hover the leg and reach on the exhale. You're doing so amazing. Stick with me. Well done. Take a breath, a very well-deserved breath. And we're going to use both weights for this next one. Let's go ahead and hug the knees in. Give yourself a nice tight little squeeze here. We're going to take the arms and legs 45 degrees, swim the arms around, hug the knees in. Inhale, length, exhale, squeeze, crunch. Beautiful. Find that length. This is the last exercise and then you get a break. Can you reach a little more? Can you curl in a little bit deeper? That's it. Well done. Go ahead and take a moment, grab some water, and I'll see you in a moment. starting in a lunge position with our weights in hand. We're gonna take our arms out to the side, and as we lunge down, squeeze the elbows into the ribs. How low can you go today? Scissoring your legs in toward one another. Little tuck of the tailbone. Beautiful. Hold it here. We're gonna pulse it out. 10 pulses. Keep it low. Well done. Shake that out and let's get the other side. Finding your form, stepping back into your perfect lunge, taking the arms out to the side, and as we go down, squeezing the elbows in, really firing up our shoulders and our back here. Take the arms down and let's pulse it out for 10. Great job. Shake that out and come to the center of your mat. You could take one weight or both weights together, overhead slowly with control, and then slightly hinge over to one side. Your weight falls to one foot and float the other and lift. Really engaging your obliques here. Squeezing your glute. Trying to hover the toes if you can. It's okay if you need to touch after every rep. Little breaths, lift and lower. Whew, great job. Shake that out and get ready for the other side. Up straight first, then the lean. With control, lift and lower. Great job. Whew. Shake that out. Palms face up. Let's punch it out side to side. Really get some energy here. We can add a little deeper twist coming up on the toes on each side. Yes, keep it going. Find that fire. Great job. Facing one side, we're going to keep the weights in hand facing forward, taking one leg behind, and as we come down, we're going to lift the leg. Really extend with control, balance, come back up. It's really challenging for your standing leg. Find length and intensity in your reaching leg. Use your breath to help you. We only have a few more. Great job. All right, let's get the other side. So as always, if this is too challenging, you can take out any of the components to make this work for you. Maybe you're holding on to a wall. Maybe you're not lifting the back leg. Maybe you're not using weights. There are so many ways to make these exercises work for you. Great job. Coming to the center of your mat, we're gonna come into a squat and we're gonna come out with the legs as our arms reach out. So one side and the other, staying low in your squat as you can. Reach as you step side to side. You did it. All right, we're gonna take our weights down and come down to the mat. We're gonna come into bridge. So taking your heels in closer to your glutes and lifting your hips one vertebrae at a time off the mat. From here, you're going to move one heel in a little bit closer to the center if you need as you lift one leg into tabletop position, keeping your hips still. Extend the leg 45 degrees and back. Staying lifted through your bridge. Your hips are perfectly still. Try and keep your head and neck nice and relaxed for this. Beautiful. Let's get the other side. Float to tabletop, extend, and back. Keep your hips up. Push through that bottom heel. You've got it. Beautiful. Let's pulse it at the top. Both heels down. Almost there. Let's really get this done. Well done. Go ahead and hug that in. Give it a squeeze. Taking our legs straight up to the ceiling, splitting them, we're gonna trace a V as the legs come down through the center and back up. Keep your low back imprinted. Low abs nice and flat and tight. Exhale down, inhale, return. Great job, really feeling warm through the core. Hug that in. We're gonna stay on our backs for this next one. Staying in tabletop, fingertips behind your head, elbows out wide, lift into a crunch, one leg extends 45 degrees, crunch opposite elbow to knee, and switch. Coming down after every crunch. Let's speed it up, side to side, no coming down this time. Little breaths. Exhale, exhale. Stick with it. We're not here long. Great job. We're going to roll ourselves onto one side and come onto one knee, so you can double up your mat or grab a pillow if you would like to place under your knee. Straighten out one leg, grab your weights, and let's take our arms out to airplane wings. Be sure your core is nice and tight here. Really long leg. We're going to tilt side to side. Really squeeze your side body. And if this is too much, simply bend the elbows. Of course, you don't have to use weights. Inhale through the center. Exhale, crunch. Yes, excellent job. Well done. Weights come down. We're going to stay on this knee. Come down to a hand, lift the leg. We're going to sweep forward and back, trying to keep your leg in line with your upper body. Toes aren't sinking below. Just really getting a nice flow and squeeze here. Lifted through your bottom shoulder and side body. Inhale forward, exhale back. Beautiful. Pulse it at the top. Take it straight out from the hip. Up and down we go. Little pulses. You can take that arm overhead for a little extra work. Well done. Let's get the other side. Taking the other leg out nice and long, grab your weights, and let's start tilting. Keep your core super tight. How low can you go with those weights? How strong and straight can you keep your arms? You did it. Weights come down. Let's take the leg up as we balance on a hand. Sweep the leg, long sweeps. Just a soft bend in the knee, but it's mostly straight. Really gonna feel the heat in the glute. You're doing so well. We're almost there. Gonna take it to the pulses in just a moment. Here we go. Straight out from the hip. Up we go. Add that arm if you want a little more. You're almost there. Nicely done. We're gonna come down onto a forearm on our side into side plank. If that's not good for you, you could be on your knee or on your hip. And we're gonna float the top leg. And our top hand is gonna come overhead, and they're gonna extend opposite directions. Fingers reach for toes in the front and sweep the arm and leg opposite directions. This one is really challenging, but also kind of fun. Exhale, reach. Inhale, find that length. Yes, you're doing it. Well done. Come on down. We're going to hit the other side. So popping the hips up, checking in with your form, arm reaches overhead, then that top leg floats, reach opposite directions and touch to the front. Your toes are staying in line with your hips here. Really big reaches back. Great job, come on down. From here, we're gonna come over into reverse plank. So wrists come underneath your shoulders behind you. Fingers are reaching towards the back. You're on your heels and you pop your hips up. Find some fire here. Engage the glutes. Shoulders are working. Float one leg up and down. Stretching through the front of your body, a lot of work for your back body. That leg comes down straight into the other side. Come on, you can do it. Come on down. We're gonna stay seated for this. Go ahead and roll that out. Take care of your wrists, whatever you need to do here. And we're gonna grab our weights and punch it out in our seated position. Rolling back ever so slightly, drawing your navel to spine. Cross the knee, cross the midline, and punch it out. Little twists. Twisting deeper if you can, stronger with the arms if you can. Getting sweaty with this. Way to go. Weights are going to come down and we're going to slowly lower ourselves down onto our mats, on our backs. Hug the knees in just for a breath. And then we're going to shoot the legs up and then take them down only so far as you keep your low back imprinted into the mat and kick. Little kicks here. Maybe you can go really low, keeping your abs flat. Maybe you need to be more toes to the ceiling. That's okay wherever you're at. We just want to make sure we're protecting our back. Core is really on for this one. Nearly there. You did it. Woo! Thanks for sticking with me. You're so strong. We have just 20 minutes left to push through. We're gonna start in a high lunge with our weights. Hinge over and straight arm lifts behind. Squeeze the shoulders and triceps. Step that up. And we're gonna take the arms out in front as we bring our knee up to midline. exhale up, inhale down. Draw your core in tight. Well done. Other side. High lunge, hinge, and squeeze the arms behind. Great job stepping it up. Same thing, lifting the knee and the arms. Challenging the balance. Coming to the center of your mat. So for this one, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. We're gonna come down into a squat and then pop the hips up, weights come down, squat, lift the arms overhead, squat, lift down, squat, lift up. This one will get you going. Flow with your breath. You can do it. You made it. We're going to come to the center of our mat and reach up over side to side, pointing the toes. Get that cardio in. Well done. All right, time to come back to our mats. Take your weights down and come on down all the way to the center of your mat on your backs. We're going to take one weight for one hand and we're going to take fingers to opposite toes as we come up into a full sit-up. Inhale and exhale all the way up. If this is too much, don't come all the way up, just take fingers to toes on your back. Great job. Flow with your breath. Try not to use any momentum if you can help it. Take a breath here and let's set up the other side. Last one. We're going to come on to one side. Your knee is down, you're on your hip, and you're push up through your hand. Take one weight for your top hand, and we're going to exhale fingers to toes and lift the hips, arch the arm over. Really control the lift of your hips, squeeze up and down. Nice job. We're gonna stay on this side just for a little bit, floating both legs in front, cross one over the other, and beat the legs. So your top leg is crossed over your bottom, you're squeezing inner thighs. You're balanced on your bottom glute here. Let's switch. So top leg is crossing underneath your bottom leg now. Whew, nicely done. Taking a weight for your top hand, we're gonna float the legs, glue them together, hug the knees in, bent knee crunch as your weight comes to your toes. Still balanced on that one glute. A lot of work for the lower abs and that oblique. Can you get your knees to chest? Last one. Let's hit the other side. Swing those legs around, starting on your hip, on your knee, and on your hand. Fingers to toes, and then lift the hip. Big reach of the arm. So long and strong. Take that weight down. We're going to take the legs in front, crossing them over one another. This time the top is crossed over the bottom to start, and squeeze. Switch. Can you squeeze a little harder? Beautiful. All right, back with the weight. Legs stay where they are. We're going to float them. They're glued together. Bring the knees into chest. Weight over toes. We're almost there now. Use that exhale. Draw your low abs in. I'm so proud of you. Nicely done. We're going to come all the way onto our stomachs. Arms overhead, legs out long. Time to work the back. We're going to have a slight lift of the legs, but the focus is going to be on the upper body, We're gonna come up and flow the arms, reaching the arms back to toes and forward overhead, staying lifted, balancing on the hips. We're not here long. This is a tough one. Breathe. Well done. Come on down and push back into a well-deserved child's pose for a couple of breaths. Floating forward into tabletop position. We're gonna really fire up the low abs and the quads yet again. We're gonna take the toes tucked and hover the knees an inch off the mat. Set yourself up and lift. Hold here for a few breaths before we add on. Step back, right foot and left foot, trying not to swivel the hips. You can do it. If the knee hover is too much, simply stay in tabletop. Hold. Just a couple more seconds. And lower back down. Really great job. Let's go ahead and push ourselves into high plank and down dog. Yes, walk that out. Enjoy that stretch. Couple of breaths here. Sink your chest down. I know you still have a little gas in the tank, so we're gonna give it all we've got with this. We're gonna extend one leg into three-legged dog, really reach before we shoot that leg forward, step in between the hands. From here, we lower the back knee all the way down, touching the mat, rise up. Nice straight posture here. Take the arms up overhead, biceps by ears, and we're gonna lift and lower the back knee. Up and down, that's it. Touch and up. I know, as if we didn't work the quads enough already. Super sweaty workout, cardio, strength, Pilates, we've got it all. You're so close. Beautiful, hands come down, a well-deserved down dog. Walk it out, take a moment before we get the other side. Quiet your dog, other leg shoots back, find that length, beautiful stretch, and step it through. Lower the knee, lift up. Take the arms up and just rise the back knee and lower back down. Stick with it. You're going to feel so good when this is done. You did it. Hands come down. Shoot that leg back. Down dog. Walk it out. We're going to come forward into high plank, hold here, and we'll add on in a moment. Just check in with your form. Feel how strong you are. One long line. When you're ready, you're going to take one hand, reach back for the opposite foot, and switch. So underneath, reaching back. Hips rise naturally. Yes. Hold plank. Come on down to your knees. Roll that out. Staying in tabletop position, we're going to extend one leg behind, and then the opposite hand is going to come forward. Imagine someone's pulling on both your fingers and your toes, a straight line. Now we're going to sweep our legs lateral to the side. One goes to the right, one goes to the left. The trick here is to keep your hips from swiveling. Everything is pulled in tight. Keep your neck relaxed in line with your spine. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Hand comes down. Let's pulse that leg out. Just little lifts at the top. We are nearing the finish line now. We've hit all the muscle groups. Yes, we have. Beautiful. Setting up the other side, but before we do that, roll out those wrists. I know that can be a lot. Coming on down, shooting the other leg back, other arm, and sweep. Beautiful. Time to pulse it. All done. Great job. All right, we have just one final exercise until we get to stretch it all out. Does that sound good? That sounds good to me. I am super sweaty. I know I'm gonna feel so good tonight and tomorrow. All right, let's grab our weights and come down onto our mat one last time. Take the weights overhead. We're gonna come up into a sit-up and slow and controlled come back down. Of course, you don't have to use weights, but it is the end of class, so let's give it all we've got. Just a couple more now. You made it. Sweet sigh of relief. Let's stretch it out. Hug it in. Well done. That was amazing. Go ahead and cross one leg over the other and pull back. And let those legs fall to one side, a nice spine twist, and reach to the other side. your gaze follows your hand. Take it through the center and switch, pull it in to start. And when you're ready, let them fall to the other side and reach and look the other direction. Bring the knees to center. Let's go ahead and hold on to our big toes and play around here, extending one leg at a time, as straight as you can get it. Really push through the heel, kick into your hand. And let's go ahead and come up to a seated position. This time your hand's helping you to get there because we are done with the work. Hinge over, hold on to wherever you can and breathe. Walk your hands to one side of your body, through the center and the other. Back through center. Go ahead and push your weight into your hands behind you. You can sway back and forth. Maybe roll the neck. Taking a seated position, let's flow side to side, stretching our obliques. We worked them really hard today too. We got it all. Maybe taking a twist behind, looking over that shoulder. Comment below and let me know what type of workouts you'd like to see next, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my new workouts posted weekly. I'll see you in the next one.